good grasp on anatomy. Yeah, I get it. Are you allowed to share your work? Like what you do for actual work? Yeah, Maven, you can definitely make some fast progress if you want, if you're dedicated enough. Like I have not been that productive myself. Like I can definitely know that I could have been improving much faster. Thank you for the follow, Morvi. I didn't get the chance to read the name. Slow learner, slow mover. Yeah, and Vicky, but is it actually you or is it your approach? Seems like I don't know how you treat your art, but I can definitely say for myself that I could have been improving just much faster. And it really takes to be very intentional about your art to improve. Like not drawing random stuff and really like studying and shit. Person who tried to engage in professional esports, oh man. Was it League? I understand the progress depends on how much time you put into the practice. Well, yeah, it's a art in a nutshell. Counter-Strike, I see. I've never played Counter-Strike, if you can believe that. But it's definitely difficult to improve at first. Like once you're already, like once you're starting out, it's very difficult to even know what to tackle. And once you have at least some understanding on where to go, it becomes way easier. So like with time, you'll even start improving faster. Yeah, unfortunately, it's difficult in the beginning though. You just gotta brute force your way through it. I feel like you just gotta accumulate some amount of knowledge, so like you have the like just the broad understanding of what's going on. Wanted to be a Formula One driver all my life, but it's a little expensive. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. A tiny barrier of entry. Perhaps not for everybody. Yeah, in this case, getting into drawing is just like the opposite. Drawing is the least barrier of entry you can ever imagine for a hobby. It's like pretty much everybody answers it while when they are like 5. Right. How do you think this painting is going, guys? Is it okay so far? I'm just curious if there even a point in like rendering my sketches. A hangout in role playing. Ooh, and I was ordering commissions for my characters. Yeah, that's pretty much most of my clients. I myself want to make it and design them. That's a cool transition. If you've been a consumer, kind of start producing it yourself is a cool thing. Although I'm afraid you'll have to spend some time watching YouTube, like just tutorials and stuff. Make everything on one layer. Well, I've just merged everything. Before I was underpainting under my line art, and now just merged everything and render on top. Procos good place to start. You think so? I would disagree. I'll be a doubter on this one. An army wise? Mm, uh, do you think so? Like Mark Brun, dude, not the Mark Brunet though. I mean, come on, guys. Do you? Why him? Do you even find his stuff impressive? You find him funny? Well, he is funny, but it's like, do you want to have fun or are you after the improvement? If for YouTube, I would definitely recommend Cynics. I would recommend Marco Bushi. Those are just to you to go, guys. Those guys are cute and professional. Mm, just a lot of content by him. Yeah, well, he's, you know, um, Lesa Yu. Thank you for the follow. You're welcome. Um, I mean, Mark Brunet is killing it on YouTube. That's nobody doubts that. But being successful on YouTube doesn't mean that he's like helpful or anything. It's just he's being very consistent. Is Yeah, Cynic. I would recommend Cynics much more. Cynic is a streamer. Yeah, he streams. He used to stream daily. I don't know what happened. It seems like he's not streaming daily anymore. Yeah, but he's quite a cute guy. He has even rated me before, like a couple of months before. Jordan Greenman. Oh, he did stream today. Uh, he has reviewed my Instagram and my sister Instagram. It was quite nice to hear his feedback on my art. Oh yeah, but I would not recommend Mark Brunet. I just don't know. Like his drawings don't even seem that much appealing to me. I don't know how people keep like liking and watching his content. Like that's truly. um, impressive to me. Like, do you actually guys find his drawings good? I mean, they're not bad. They're not like beginner level, but are they even like cool looking or something? Christopher Kent. I've rated him yesterday. Yeah, he's a crazy good painter. His stuff is just insane. I wish I painted like he. Yes, all have content in every video about the head, for example, the same content in all 10 videos and article integration. Uh, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the whole point of his YouTube channel is promoting his art school program. And I don't know about you, but whenever anybody is trying to promote me something, it means that they are not genuine and like he literally doesn't have a goal of teaching you anything is in his YouTube courses. It's literally about promoting um, his art school thingy. He drank a pill, but just like it, Leonard know how wacky his anatomy looks. Yeah, like, and it, it is his selling point, if I'm getting it correctly. Like, for most of the time, he's talking about how he's crazy improving at anatomy and like how to step up your game, like how to improve your art in like 69 different ways. Wow, and look at my anatomy. Meanwhile, dude, his anatomy is like just go on Twitch. Look at other people. They're just much better at anatomy. And perhaps it's not the accuracy of like, muscle placements and stuff. It's about the appeal. Like the whole art is about the appeal. If I video about drawing a head from him and you notice anything because I think he says the same thing. Oh yeah, it's like he's a self-help um kind of self-improvement guy in art community, I guess you can like literally consume hours of this content and never get better. All right, if you actually want to improve, if you actually like, if you're being serious, if you're being very very cute and extra delicious, you can look up Krenze's lectures on YouTube. um, they are in Chinese, but they have English subtitles. And that guy knows how to teach art. Like, if you've been consuming any art related, like kind of improving content on YouTube, you'll be amazed by the stuff he teaches. It's actually different. It's actually not the same as um, at the one other people say. His name is Krenz Kashhart. Where is it? I actually can find it. Just so you don't get lost. Krenz Kashhart. Like the video I'm talking about the most. It's like 3 hours long, and this is I actually consider rewatching it again uh, in some point. Are you also learn Chinese? Oh, great for you then. So as I said, if you've been trying to watch some art-related YouTube videos, and you've probably heard even like from good guys like Marco Bucci and Cynics, you probably heard same stuff like a dozen of times. But this guy you'd be surprised. Like he doesn't fuck around. He just goes straight to the point. It's like absolutely different stuff. You hear stuff like shape accuracy, like line quality, remembering shapes by using CSI method of drawing of your lines. That's like, wow, dude, there is some different stuff. Translate it, please. What's that? Never heard of it. Pretty unique. Like his art is. I also think that teaching is different than performing, but for art, you'd probably want to um, you'd probably want to start learning from somebody who is actually like impressively good. And Krenz is insanely good. He's actually like, look at his art. He's wild. Do you think I should start a stream? Your body, it's up to you. How do I know? How do I know? I mean, I'm a beginner streamer myself. Why would you ask me? Because I seem cool. I mean, go for it, try. For me, it keeps me focused for longer. That's definitely a plus. I mean, you're not losing anything by streaming. Like, might as well try. I want to dip my toes into doing some YouTube videos soon. I wonder how that will go. Unfortunately, there is not much art YouTube content that I personally enjoy the most. I personally enjoy the most like just chatty videos about people explaining their process of doing art and perhaps their mentality on doing art. Those are like my favorite ones. I enjoy those a lot. Dave Greco used to do that, and there was Astralorn who used to do that as well. And those people are just too busy working in the industry right now. That's why there are not a lot of content by them recently. You like speed paints? Yeah, but those videos are kind of like speed paints and with voiceover on in the back. Some chill music, and you just get to kind of almost like hang out with an artist. Like they explain their process, their thoughts about doing the current piece. It's really nice. I like enjoy it a lot. Don't tell me shit, but they're fun to watch. They are fun to watch. I mean, I think all artists can appreciate a good speed paint. BB17, yo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, I kind of wanted to create perhaps content like that myself. I think it's a good decision, just even like for People say it's the best way to start a business is to do something that you'd consume yourself. That is kind of what I'm looking forward to doing. The only thing which is left is just to record my paintings, and it's difficult to do when you only have a single monitor. That's like very unfortunate. You progress faster when you're trying to really to draw fully to draw something and not constantly training on gestures, for example. Mm. Don't try to make the line super smooth. I think I should try to make the line super smooth, but just not how people usually do it. I've noticed that the uh, if you're trying to learn something, you'll have much better time overall. Like, don't try to arrive at the end point with art. Just treat it as a journey. Treat it as a like say to yourself, let's see if I can do this. Not like let me do this in an hour because I need to. Because then you'll get frustrated once you fail to do something, and you will fail. That's like inevitable. I'm not sure if it looks the way I wanted it to. The painting is quite a bit more difficult than drawing for me for some reason. It's actually surprising. I've been painting for most of the time I've been doing art, and somehow drawing comes easily, more easily like than painting. Someone told me that I'm already head and shoulders above many novice artists, digital artists, because we work for Photoshop. Mm, I don't know. I think I don't know. Knowing the software is quite different from doing art in general. Like perhaps it takes some time to kind of get used to it if you only be doing traditional before. But yeah, it's really just about the like art fundamentals are all the same. I mean, I've been working in Photoshop too for a long time before I started drawing, but I wouldn't really call it an advantage or anything. Just try to enjoy the process, Maven. That's the most important. Like as long as you're having fun, you'll be coming back to it. That's the most important thing. And also try to be consistent. Like the rest is like, the material, like how to improve and what to do. It's kind of secondary. Even though people talk about it all the time, and yeah, it's important to pay attention to what you do. But just as long as you keep at it, you'll be good. Like you'll find the way to improve. No, this painting is quite fun. I do really like it. I also do really like not having to balance the character and the background. Painting on a white background is quite chill. They told me that drawing the head is more difficult than the body. Mm, I wouldn't say so. Well, I mean, to an extent, um, I don't know. Like, I never thought about it, but what's actually the purpose of comparing the two? Like, you'd have to draw both. I mean, sure, the face is a little bit difficult to get right, especially at first, but for the character, you'd combine the two all the time. Or this is going quite good. Let's work on the commission for a bit though. Yeah, I need to finish this piece badly. Dude, somehow it feels like I've made more progress on the sketch than I've made on this painting in like last 10 days. Dude, even though I kinda enjoy colors here, it feels quite empty for some reason. Like there's not enough contrast on it. Yeah, perhaps I should... Yeah, what about the ambient occlusion parts? What if I just include a couple? Not sure about the shoulder piece though. Yo, thank you for the follow, Salmolik. Thank you, thank you. Kinda tempted to do it here as well. Yeah, perhaps a little bit. Hey, Ankasa. Hey. Mm. I mean, is this an improvement? I would say yeah, perhaps. I feel like having no contrast in your painting is quite not good. Mm. All right. I'm kinda not a huge fan of her hand. Um, dude, why like painting fingers is so hard? I seem to have huge problem with it. I feel like, oh, I kind of probably know what it lacks. I just keep thinking that this works needs something else. Perhaps like a graphical element of some sort, like a highlight being done in a certain shape or something. What do you guys think? I think it needs just a little bit more, just quite a bit. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of this face, but the face is like it's okay. I will. That is something I know how to work on, but when it comes to just you looking at the piece and think that it's not enough, the piece is not enough to be called interesting. That is where we have a problem. Accompanying to the background a high saturate color. I think like it will take away from the character. I mean, the character is already, somewhat blurred into the background. We need something spicy, something wild in here. I feel like something like this could work, just like a highlight of some sorts. I was thinking about blowing up the light area more, but I really don't like very distinct separation of shadow and light. I kind of like them being chilling together, really. I also feel like the background is quite a bit noisy here at the bottom. Perhaps I should even, tune it down a bit. Yeah, something like this. But what is this like sleeping music? Hello? You play this if you want to put your baby asleep, but not if you want to paint. Hmm. Yo, God Artist, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, friend. Another artist in our family. Yo, how are you doing? You're feeling cute today? Feeling energized? Awesome, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was just working on this commission. I was doing some sketches before. Th this is how those look like. I was trying to render a sketch perhaps, but it's kinda, it was taking me a bit too long. I don't know. So gotta work on the commission. I'm procrastinating on my commissions a bit too much lately. This one's been in progress for like quite a while now. I tried to do black and white version first, and yeah, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. Do you work in black and white, God? Like, do you do grayscale before you color it or not? I kind of used to do that, and I remember feeling miserable about doing it. For some reason, I decided to maybe attempt to do it as well. Or rarely, yeah, yeah. It's like it's such a pain to try to color it. Switch to color quickly, yeah, same. I just started doing colors under line art right away now. Coloring your grayscale is just like a form of torture. And I don't know if it's perhaps my grayscale is not suitable for it. Like I can imagine how achieving like doing it in specific value range would be beneficial for you later on coloring it, but dude, it's just like there is so much going on in the each step of the process, then what's the point? Like you're not even simplifying it. Flat color, multiplayer, layer shadow color, dodge, full light and paint over. Yeah, same. Also, I would recommend to try linear burn for shadows as well. It's like a bit more aggressive, but I feel like it has better look to it than the multiply. Multiply tends to oversaturate stuff, in my opinion. 3D base. I've never worked with 3D base actually. Let's define on the highlight here. I think I quite enjoy it. It brings nice attention to the upper body. Well, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'll not be able to pronounce that name. Anyang. You know, meanwhile, those are Chinese letters, though. So not Anyang, not Anyang. Hello, friend. Then I do multiplayer usually. If you make canvas. Oh, you do that. I usually just paint everything in, like select create a new multiplayer layer and paint on top of things. But actually, I tend to use them um, less and less lately. I just try to paint everything by hand, selecting your colors manually. I, it wasn't even intentional. I just kind of started to gravitating towards it more and more. I don't know. Yeah, it's not even about like layers and stuff. It's just sometimes it's easier to just come up with a color than try to get it by blending layers. Like, what are the adjusting layers? Yeah, definitely. Especially for some advanced color work, I would say. You can't really achieve it with like any layer, really. Learning art. Or about me too. What's your name? Warner C3. All right, Warner. Dude, I really love how Chinese letters look. They're just so bulky and they're just so. They're like a painting on their own, really. Actually, do you mind if I ask you? Don't you guys have like your own internet in Chinese? In China, I'm sorry. Like, isn't it the reason why you rarely see Chinese people on the internet? Like your own stuff that is just like regulated and shit. Well, perhaps you have your own streaming services or something. Oh, you live in Hong Kong. Oh. And so do people in China are not even able to like use a VPN or something? There are regulations on internet when it comes to mainland China. Yeah, well, I mean definitely. I mean, I don't even know for sure, but just but the fact that you don't really see Chinese people on the internet. Meanwhile, they're like half of the population. In VPN for Pinterest, ArtStation, Facebook, Twitter, even for Pinterest and ArtStation. Dude, that is like, yeah, amazing. Yeah, in Russia you need a VPN for even Instagram, Twitter, everything really. I was in Hong Kong, beautiful there, but it's seasick, very cyberpunk city. Why go to Hong Kong? What do you would you not recommend doing it, Warner? I've heard that there's like political stuff going on there with China. If you're a normal person, you suffer every day. Okay, well, kind of same for every other place on the Earth, but what's so special about it? What makes you suffer there? Live in Thailand. Guessing go live in Taiwan. Your majority of income have more than a half income more than half spend living cost. Dude, I've for my whole life, all of my income was spent on living cost. I mean, I think it's perhaps it's not the Hong Kong issue. Perhaps it's just being poor issue. You could kind of separate those. If you earn, wait, what? You need to spend 6 to 8K on the rent? Is it like uh wait, so do you pay in percentages for stuff? Is it like Hong Kong dollars? How are they compared to USA dollars? Dude, I'm spending like 700 on one room apartment now, like 700 a month, and I think I overpay for it. Mm. Viking Steel, thank you for the follow. If you don't have an apartment to live, will they have a house for you? Then you'll need to spend this much on rent. Well, that's quite a lot, but do you think it's like a Hong Kong issue? Isn't it like just actually, yeah, like being a not wealthy issue? Same price as Moscow, same rules. No, Moscow is not democracy anymore, though. More and more people are leaving. But where is it cheap to live now? Was it before? Uh, it never was actually, yeah. Now when you're pointing it out. It was on a path of becoming democracy, but yeah, not anymore, Sedge. Hong is officially recognized as the most difficult to live city on Earth. Damn. Is it actually like due to prices and stuff, or does it have anything else? I'm mainly concerned about China involving into it and stuff. Every custom up. Mm. The key is to work more from other countries in the cheap one, while your employee clients are from more expensive countries. That's why I do it at the moment, yeah. N- It's a whole multimer. I mean, if I said Moscow and someone saw it, they could write to the police and I would pay bail for it. You would you would perhaps go in jail for that as well. For and you'd be called how do they call it? Extremism, yeah. You got the money, you would invest in more properties and rent. And if you got the money, would you invest in more properties and rent it to others? Well, that's probably a good idea. Are you from Russia, Maven? Usually people from outside Russia don't know it, or like don't bother to know. Yeah, God, exactly. Not anymore. We need to afford the higher end, s- set the properties owners. Yeah, Warner, but like as I said, perhaps it's bad in Hong Kong especially, but it's the kind of the issue around the world. Isn't it actually like worldwide that people complained about rent prices now? I keep hearing it coming up a lot. My rent is really cheap for what I have. Yeah. Prices in general skyrocketing everywhere. Yeah. The economy is collapsing. You don't even have a shelter when it's raining. What are you gonna do? Yeah. It's not like you can go without it, right? Like if prices are skyrocketing, you have to deal with it for places like rent. Yeah. You seem to be you seem to know quite much more about the economy and the current states of things than I do. I was really quite away from all this stuff. If we don't have welfare, we just work here until we get old. Yeah, that sounds depressing. Did the energy price move up by a lot actually? God, is the difference actually like noticeable? If you got the money, you can live well. How much would it be to live well there? Like in US dollars? Yes, definitely. Is it all due to the Ukrainian war, or are there any other reasons? Yeah, but Warner, what's the like? What would be considered well, like in US dollars? I'm just curious. What do you mean, Thia Moscow? 450, but that's isn't that like the same amount that you would need in like Europe and stuff? Hmm. That's quite a lot though, yeah. In in States, I think no way you'd be able to survive with less. Yeah, ask Warner. But yeah, in Thai, like for how many would you be able to survive? Also, I'm pretty curious. Living while not worrying about the daily expense. I wonder how it's like. Let's see, on how much am I surviving right now? I guess 1500 would be like. I'm surviving on 1500 at the moment, and I'm worrying about daily expense quite a lot. But that's only due to the renting prices skyrocketing here because of migration. Like, if not that, I would have been able to survive on like 600 or like 800 more. I'm in Georgia currently. Oh, it seems like it's pretty cheap in Thailand. Doesn't sound like a lot to me. Is it good? Yeah, it's quite cute here in Georgia. It is. I mean, if you're working outside of Georgia, it is cute. Okay, I don't like the nose shape. Really don't. Love Georgia food, dude. Yes, it's good. People do love Georgian food. It's a lot of flour and butter and cheese. Lots of flour mainly. I try to to stop consuming it that much though. Not flowers, flower, like as of white flower. Am I not pronouncing it right? Uh, Western Forensic and Hong Kong is Cyberpunk City. They see Italy collecting the cans. You, yeah, Warner, that's the case like for any huge capital city, I think. It also bothers me a lot. Furniture is not working well. I mean, it might be my